Hey guys, Solarkneecaps here with another episode from Iron to Masters. Now, in the last episode, we, talked more about the early game, and I think, we can start kind of looking more towards scouting. I think we've kind of gotten the picture of what your best board can look like and where to go from there. So, we're gonna hop into this game, and we are going to, let's see, again, look for a frontline item. You can get it, but this belt is just fine. And we are going to be thinking more about scouting at this phase. So I think we've all gotten the picture of, okay, well, am I going to be playing AP? Am I going to be playing AD? Playing around your augments? But now, as we're kind of getting further and further, you notice that comps are getting a little slightly more legit. And this is really when I think scouting starts to be something you need to worry about. You know, when you're in iron, when you're in bronze, silver, it's just really sticking to these fundamentals. But if you want to get that break, get into gold, get into platinum, then you really need to start doing some scouting different. So that's going to be thinking of shrouds, of blitzcranks. Let's see, what is mute in this game? Assassinate. So that one's actually pretty good. So we're just gonna put in some scrappy boys and go from there. So we're gonna hopefully give some good examples of scouting for assassins, blitzcrank, shrouds. Good positioning and these sorts of things. And other than that, just trying to play like a normal game. Alright, so we got Warmongs, again, just good items. And we'll see what our augments are. I think this first augment is also a big... so, okay, let's see. So, you have Underdogs, which has been nerfed, but not the worst. Is still pretty strong. First aid kit, Ardent Sensor. Yeah, let's... So, again, in general, it's usually best to just go for something that can be applicable in most comps. So let's go ahead and see what everybody else got. So we have Assassins, Mana Reeve, Brawlers, or Bruisers, Socialite Hex, not too shabby. And note, the Socialite Hex is in the front this game, so thank Yone. Okay, got a couple of Ascensions. Okay, and another Underdog. So we're going to go ahead and take Underdogs ourselves. And for now, we'll just... grab some Syndicate units. It doesn't really matter what we got. We'd like to make some pairs or some 2-stars, but there's a good chance we're not going to level to 4. Most of these games you've been seeing me go to 4, but probably not this time, since we have underdogs. But you never know. You never know. See what you got. Yeah, so a little bit unlucky and no 2-stars, but we are going to try to make some tanky boys, so... we're probably gonna let Garen or let Tarek be our main tank. Put Warmogs on him. We're gonna just do something like this. So we got a lot of pairs, and we have underdogs. So we're not really gonna. I don't really feel like pushing a 4. Traditionally, I'm a win streaker, but here, you know, we have underdogs value. We just don't. There's just no. Going to 4 here just doesn't make any sense. And I mean, Tarek with a Warmox is going to do pretty good. So that MR shred, so that he doesn't, or not MR shred, but mana shred, Reeve shred or whatever is going to be pretty annoying. Just slow and steady. Just gonna be whacking away. Come on. There you go, Tarek. Good boy. Alright, we could have probably actually made 10 there, but okay, here we go. Now we're actually making some units. So, now we can just go ahead and do something like this. Again, we're just going to have Tarek as our main tank. I'm not really in the market to play Yordles, so we'll just pick up these guys. There you go. Now we are, as the kid's saying, we being chillin'. And also an update from the last couple of videos. So last one I started adding the game audio, and I noticed that was probably a little bit too quiet of just hearing me. And now I also have some background noise going, just some royalty-free stuff, just to help with some of the silent parts of the stream, or I guess of the video. So we'll see if that if I'm liking that. Wow, TF completely whiffs. That was pretty funny. And man, this Tarek is not a nut. Holy hell. How about them apples? Sheesh, that shit's kind of crazy. Alright, so, like I said, the very first thing about scouting, you know, like I said, like as soon as we got our augment, this is something that we've been talking about, is scouting other people's augment during that augment round before and after, if you need to. Alright, and we're back here on 2-3, so what do? We either go, we go 3, or we either pre-level or we make 10. Now, one thing I also want to notice that I kind of want Trundle over, over Ezreal, just because I think Trundle's a better unit, slightly more frontline, and we're going to go and do the make 10 option. And the reason why is because, you know, there aren't any big pairs that we care about. It's not going to, you know, there's nothing really getting ruined by us going 10 here. So that way we get 1 extra gold, which, spoiler, in the last game, I wish I had just a handful more gold. Could have made the difference between first and second, but, you know, again, if you want to climb, top 4. It's just that easy. You don't need to worry about going first. You don't need to worry about, you know, playing like the most capped board. Just good early game, solid fundamentals, slam good, flexible items, and play whatever augments and units you manage to get. I mean, you saw me trying to force a Jhin, and we were really having some issues 2-starring them. So here, probably just a defensive item, maybe. I mean, this Taric right here would be the stones. Or belt, rod. Let's see what we can get. Alright, so we're going to go with a Negatron here. We'll put that on the Taric for now. This gives us the capability of going... you know, we can go with Hurricane, or we can use it as Chalice, or Quicksilver, or Zephyr, or Gargoyles. I mean, this really can build into a lot of things. So right now, we'll slap it on there. So here, I'm going to opt to level up, mainly because I want to buy this Trundle anyway. So, I'm not going to be making 20 anyway. Might as well just level up. Try win streaking a bit. It doesn't really work with our underdogs, but, it is what it is. Lose a little bit of underdog's value. I'm not super too worried about that. Hoping the extra front line will help, even though this Zac is literally right on my Ziggs, which is a bit unfortunate. But, you know, Ziggs OP, so no problems here. You know it, I know it. I wonder who's actually doing the most damage. Be very curious. May? Nah? Not bad, Ziggs. Not bad. Let's go. Alright, so here we're going to hope to make 20, and if not, we're going to sell Lissandra. And that's pretty much all our decision making. So let's go ahead and scout around here. So we did face the top guy. There is a Blitzcrank. So what we're going to do is something like this, so that if a Blitzcrank comes, he's actually going to pull... Let's make him pull the Leona. Is there any other Blitzcranks? There is that one there, and over there to the right. My goodness. So we're actually going to do something like that. Oh, I wanted to put it in this corner, but it looks like it's going to work out. So Blitz is going to grab my Leona, so... Oh no, my tank. It's going to feel pretty nice. Some good scouting right there. Alright, well, we got the 3 on 4, so we're going to get some underdog's value, which is going to help deal with that Mal's dot. Alright, now we no longer have it, but that's okay. At this point, Mal's down. TF and Ziggs are going to be able to clean it up easily. Nice. And I'm just keeping on Lissandra just because it's a general good unit. Ooh, and speaking of general good units, so is Blitzcrank. We're going to play that over Taric, or over Trundle, easily. So we'll use this time to see who are 2 opponents we haven't fought yet, so I guess we can count this as scouting. Okay, over there. Top guy. Okay, so it looks like it's these 2 gentlemen, so Blitzcrank on the left guy, and the other underdogs player who's playing some challenger. So we'll just keep that in mind, that we can put our Leona bait over to the right. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, just not really super... really want any of those. Okay, Kog'Maw. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Okay. I know my math seemed weird there, but... Oh, there we go. Just wanted to make econ. So, okay, we got a sword, a recurve bow. So that can definitely start leading more into Urgot. How's the Urgot? When we have a brawler player... That guy's Magdu, Yone. So there's at least one. So we're gonna do this. That way, if the blitz pulls this way, he's just going to hit. Yeah, he's going to hit there, and then I don't really want to commit. So we're for now just gonna put the recurve bow on TF. I don't want to commit to a hurricane just yet. We're gonna see what items we get on wolves, and we'll go from there. Oh man, so he's really getting some good underdogs value, that's for sure. Ooh, almost got one kill. But hey, you know, he's following some good principles there. If we look at his you know, kind of primary carry, I mean, he's slamming solid items on it. Going underdog, so not leveling up super crazily. But obviously right now I kind of just have to level up, so let's see what we got. Protector, Chanter, Yordle, Academy, so okay, we'll just chuck in some corner bait. Be something like this. And this guy is 5-0 gold. I have no clue how that's possible, but you know, yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say something, but I really don't know. I mean, what I will say is that this Vex is definitely not mucking around. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's another loss there, but again, I'm not too worried about that. This guy is 0 econ. I mean, y'all see me like, I mean, if you're rolling, you know, if you're going to 0 at 8 or even at 7 with a, for any particular reason, or 6 to hit, like, you know, your big 3, I just, but okay, so we have a couple options here. Clear Mind is definitely an option since we already have a clear bench. Junkyard, it's a little late to get that strap value. I'm kind of liking Bodyguard here. One, because it gives us a Leona pair, and we can play 4 Bodyguard frontline. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And I guess for now we can put on Derek. So now that's kind of telling me that, hey, we should probably... I don't know, maybe Jhin? Maybe this is another Jhin game? Try that out. So in that case, we don't really need Hurricane, so we have this for Last Whisper, so we're going to be looking for swords. Alright, so let's see, you know, we've kind of faced some of the more stronger guys. In fact, we faced just most recently the strongest people, and I don't see any more Blitzcranks, so we don't need a corner bait anymore. So we'll go ahead and start spreading out our units again. Ooh, yeah, good QSS on this one. So we are on 3 Bodyguard, which is a bit LOL, but not the end of the world. We're only level 6. Oh, you tried, TF. You tried. Alright. You know, if there wasn't a Caitlyn here, I would say that Ziggs and Taric would win this pretty easily, but the fact of the matter is that Caitlyn's going to be one-shotting the next thing she hits. Like my Taric. So, it's a bit unfortunate. Oh, wow, that's an Urgot right there. So, I mean, again, we would like Sword, but we're probably not going to get Sword. But that's what we would like. Alright, so now the next best thing is going to be Fist, which we didn't get that either. So... guess we'll make Hurricane. Not the worst Jhin item, but that's probably what we're going to have. And then that Negatron can be pretty much anything. Spread out our units once more. Something like this. Let's see, do we want to pull from the left or from the right? Looks like for the most part we want to pull, oh man, all over the place. So, bit hard to determine, so we'll just kind of relax and sit here. I saw that there was an assassin, so that's why I put my TF over here to the right. I mean, it looks like the assassins are going to be everywhere. Oh, and he has the mana reef and the smoke bomb. Wow, so he's going hard into assassins. And he's got a very tanky Leona. God, fire. If we had any backline live, that would have been nice, but this is just going to be a very slow, painful Katarina tax death. Can we kill a unit? Come on, I know you can kill that one unit. Oh, come on, guys. You can kill a unit. Come on. Ah, boy. And then in this case, I don't really have anything that gives us a bunch of synergy, so just play a default brawler. And we are a little bit lower, but we have been facing some pretty strong competition and a little bit of unluckiness. I mean, we've probably faced nothing but the strongest people at this point. But we will be all right. Again, you know, we're not 67 health is nothing to worry about. I mean, it's not like we have to screaming doomsday or anything, so no real worries here. Hopefully we can. Oh man, we're not even killing the mouths either. Oh, there we go. Good job, TF. I believe in you. Alright, so we're completely lost streak through the entire round 3, but 59 health isn't the worst. Probably in more aggressive lobbies, we would have to consider the fact that we have essentially no 2 stars and that we need to stabilize. But that helps. So that's just kind of general things to consider. And I'm also looking to see if Urgot, how many Urgots are out? Because that looks like that's where we're going to be playing. This is the other guy that might be going Urgot. But, you know, he's still only at 6. So, looks like we're going to be going Urgot this game instead of Jhin, unless we hit a bunch of Jhins. So, we're going to be probably around 4-2. Well, let's see what we hit here. Okay, just a bunch of stuff. These are definitely units, as we'll say, as they say. For now, we're just gonna do something like this. Slam some good items. I'm definitely not playing you. I'm not playing you. Not playing you. Not playing you. There's the frighteningly small chance that I'll be playing. I think 2 brawlers a bit better than the 1 extra protector. This will get us at least a little bit of a better front line here. Something like that. Oh wow, he 3-starred that. So he is all in. I mean, it does make sense, you know, you are, when you have underdogs to reroll. But it is also, at the end of the day, it's like he's level 5, 40 gold. I mean, he's definitely not weak, but, I mean, it's a bit suspicious is what I would say. That's about all I'd be willing to comment. I mean, wow, his Taric really is doing work, though. I mean, look, like, yeah, he's going to win this, but, like, I'll take a 1-unit loss and be in the position that I'm in. We're also getting some loose street gold, so we're going to greed one more. We're going to greed one more. And it looks like we're going to go Urgot or Jhin. Preferably Urgot because we have Hurricane, which is slightly better on him. Though we are going to have some competition with this fine gentleman. But I'm pretty sure he's level 6. He's doing that annoying thing where they're like way like by their boards right here, so you can't actually see like what are you? Are you 6, 7? Okay, 7. So we shall see. Hopefully this is just not a bad loss. Ooh, wow, we got a random shroud. Cool. I'm perfectly fine with a good loss. And man, that healing reduction that he's getting from that Sunfire Cape is pretty value. Alright, Now's the time, guys. This is when you roll up the sleeves. And we're gonna make some magic happen, hopefully. Okay, that's what we got for right now. We're just gonna meditate. I do kind of like this blue buff Ori concept. The fact that it gives us a little bit of extra, like that, pretty much that instant cast. Seems pretty strong. And, you know, on the low, this doesn't look like the worst. I mean, this is definitely more stable, as y'all can see. And a sword here would be wonderful, and it is, but it is on a Shaco. Oh, it'd be dreadful if that gets taken. I also do look at the Victor, but I just don't... Okay, well... No reason to be worried about that. We'll just go ahead and we'll play Hosh. Right. You could have not, but you know, it is what it is. As they say, it is what it is. There is also this opportunity to put it on Orianna. Now again, we don't have to worry about Blitzcranks or anything, so we're gonna do something like this. We're gonna roll a little bit. Yone. That is... I don't think Yone's the play here. Let me really sit down and think about that. Yone, huh? No GA or QSS. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I'm just gonna get that off my board. I don't want to even think about it. I don't think that's the play. Okay, Academy Crest. Cybernetic implants. Again, we had that last game and it was fairly successful. Protectors, whatever. Academy. Could be Academy Orianna, but I think I'm just going to go with a generic one of these. And we really... let's see, what pairs do we have? Okay, so we just kind of have this dude sitting around. So we can find some sort of replacement, I'm sure. Oh, well that's quite nice. Yeah, we kind of just have this this random Mundo here, and this could be, I guess, a sniper or an Academy, maybe a Garen or something. I'm not sure, but I'm feeling a little bit better here. We do have one. Maybe I'll do something like this just to kind of bounce off assassins. Oh. Okay, not that dramatic, but still nice. Definitely not going to be the strongest Jhin in the world, but, you know, it is good frontline. And what do we know about good frontline? Good frontline wins games. Or at least top 4's games. Ooh, we saw the first place winner get their streak got snapped. So now we're just going to... Oh, nice upgrade. And yeah, we're probably... what do we want a replacement here? Maybe a Yuumi? If I could just speak quite plainly. Something like that. I do kind of like this, like, Ori right here in the front. with the blue buff, with the blitz pull, so that it gets instantly pulled and then ultied. Let's see what we got here. Okay, okay. Okay. Seraphine's not the worst idea, really. Something like this. So we'll go ahead and we'll make... There we go. Feel kind of okay about that. Okay, so again, you know, we have to worry about assassins. But in the end, that's kind of about it. I feel pretty good about this positioning, too. We shall see how it does against this assassin player. He kind of kicked our ass last time. Hopefully, we don't get a repetition. A lot of healing and shielding going on. Get off my chin! Oh. I feel like Ori... Wow. Somehow Jhin did that much damage with awful items. Seems good. So I think now we'll go ahead and we're going to try to go 9, which is a famous last words, but at this point we're mostly stable. We're on a good streak. So this guy's number 1. I feel pretty good about that. This dude, I think we fought fairly recently, but he is all 1-star other than that Scion, so I mean that's kind of something of note. But that, I mean, Kai'Sa's always just going to be a force to be reckoned with, and people are definitely saw that mutant and were very interested in playing it. Yeah, I'm really liking this. This is looking pretty good. This is looking pretty good. So on Carousel, we're gonna hope for anything that has AD on it. I feel like I can perpetually trying to play Jhin, but I don't know. Like it's hard to make good AD items, I guess. Hard to say. And then what we're gonna be waiting for at the end, probably. I mean, Yuumi is a pretty easy bet. So again, this is first place. A bit scary. This gentleman. We just fought him. Okay, kind of a scary Jace and definitely a more scary Jhin. That's for sure. So we're gonna go left side just because it looked like more people were clumping over. And this just. Okay, well, I'm glad I got my Jhin too that quickly. I don't feel as bad. Oh, what a crazy. That was a good ult. I gotta remember, this guy does also have underdogs, so... Oh, well. But he also has no damage, so... Again, he was following decent principles, like we were mentioning about, you know, putting good items, but going all in on a 1-star 3 cost, and that's it, is a bit suspicious. As I mentioned before, so okay. Okay, we have nothing to make our Jhin better, but we do have a couple of very good items. We have Zephyr, which is a really good choice. We have any AP items? Not really. So we're looking at Zephyr, Zeke's. It's kind of a toss-up between these two, but I'm just going to go ahead and go Zephyr. I think we're going to have a lot of opportunities to use our scouting. So let's go ahead. So somewhere here in the middle we want to Zephyr. We just faced that person. Again, that area is good to Zephyr. That area is good to Zephyr. And far right. So if we're looking, 1, 2. So interesting. So we're going to put our Seraphine right here. And our Janna right there. And we're just going to... Okay, so we're going to pick off the Kai'Sa. That way she doesn't get her casts. You know, she scales with attack speed, so... Or scales with actually attacking units, so that'll kind of slow her down by a little bit. We don't have the most damage, so it is going to give her time to scale up, which is definitely... Scary is an understatement. Okay. It's just with the crab, my god. Second Ori cast, okay. Good deal. And we're going to be making 50 here, so it looks like on like 6-1 we can go ahead and go 9 and find our Yumi, and I think we're going to be doing just fine. So now let's think about where, so we just faced this opponent, this one not too long ago. So really I'm looking at this guy. We haven't fought him in a long time. So I'd imagine that's going to be our opponent, and hit one is far, it's like, what, right here? It's a very random position. But it looks like he's not moving or anything, so let's see. Wow, no, we're facing an assassin, the assassin player. Looks like that's going to hit the Darius? Oh no, it hits the Shaco. Okay, well that's not awful. So really the scary thing here is just this Akali. If that ever falls, we'll be in pretty good shape. But that is asking for a lot, as it can pretty much fly around the whole board. But it is definitely his number one source of damage, but he also has, a lot of things to protect him, even just with his augments. But we're not really too worried about losing to the assassin player. These things... Oh, okay. Jin apparently had something to say about that, even though he's dead. But, assassin players are kind of hard to play around when you have to scout for still so many people. But, hey, bingo, bingo, bongo, top 4. Still no Jin items, but, why would I expect anything else? So we still have Cowboy Paul, so we're still going to probably position for him the most. And this would also hit... This looks like it's going to be hitting a couple of things, so I'm probably going to move this just to do a last-second move. And we're using our scouting here. Okay, just go ahead and throw this, go 4. There's no real reason to do this, it's just kind of something I do. I'll just clear the bench, clear my mind a little bit. Here you go, Ori, why not have some more AP? Alright, so let's go ahead and go 9, and we're going to roll. Let's see what we got here. Oh, wow. So that's exactly what we wanted. We definitely also want Seraphine. So we're going to double tap this guy again. So we're going to just put this right here. So no, and no, no, no. Go ahead and make 10. Seraphine doing work right here. Yumi slowly scaling up. Nice ulti. So this guy's board is definitely strong. Bruisers, Urgot. I mean, this is like the cheeseburger of comps right now. And that's a Tahm Kench too. That is definitely a bit scary, to say the least. And he's just in the middle of my comp somehow. What in the world? But yeah, just being able to Zephyr him, slow down his main source of DPS. And he is missing a couple of core units. Lysandra is very helpful with starting to kind of rack up some damage. So again, we're going to just keep rolling. We have a couple. So that's a nice to hit. So now we just have this guy to... Which I'm not going to lie, I'm a bit surprised. But, oh, never mind. I am less surprised. That is a Scion 3. So we're actually, what we're going to do is we're going to Zephyr the Scion. This might look a little bit weird, but we're going to do something like this. This will be his main source of DPS, and hopefully we'll be able to kill everything else around him. But I actually have never seen a Scion 3, so I don't know if he's just going to one-shot everything, or just be infinitely tanky and we'll never be able to kill him anyway. Okay, well that's Kai'Sa down, so that's a good start. Again, the eternal question of will we actually be able to kill anything? Okay, we got some overtime going. Okay, alright, that's down. Ulti's coming through. Alright, good deal. We knocked him over. Yeah, you're right. Alright, so we'll keep Rolling. What we're looking for. Oh, well, that's a good pair, so we'll hold on to that. Here's a concept that we would sell the Seraphine for a Seraphine 1 and then, you know, Zephyr from there. But we're also going to move over sides. And just to kind of put us away from that terrifying Scion. But we did also Zephyr the Kaisa, which is maybe not as good, but definitely not awful. Oh my gosh, it just got one shot. Okay, so this is just going to be a very slow and painful death for him at this rate. Just think about how we're going to do if we can get a Jin item on Carousel. But I think this guy might be dead, unless... Yeah, because even at this point, he's not killing anything that I have. It's going to take a while for me to kill anything that he has. But again, over time, we're all just going to be teaming up on him. And even a draw here is fine, since technically we deal lethal damage. And there you go. It's just that easy. Yeah, so again, you know, we talked a lot about sort of like the fundamentals of the early game, the late game, and the other stages, and how to kind of transition to different parts. And here we were kind of looking more at scouting and see how we can benefit from that. And oh, what do we have here? Look at that. In just a few games, again, not doing anything crazy. This is just a new account. We're already at gold. Look at that. Look at that. Easy like that. So, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've learned a couple of things, and hopefully the quality of these videos will continue to improve as I'm kind of learning on the job. But go ahead and follow me. One day I'll learn where this is on Twitch. You know, we'll be streaming 2 to 4 times a week once we really get the ball rolling. And I'm hoping that y'all are getting a lot from these videos. Again, you know, I'm really just talking about fundamentals, not thinking anything too crazy. I'm not reinventing the wheel. I'm not, you know, I don't have any gizmos or gadgets or looking up comps. I'm just playing, I'm just itemizing good frontline. I mean, I had a Taric carry, or a Taric, you know, as like a main tank, like fully itemized, you know, not even like, you know, trying to look for some of the crazy, like, it's just simple. It's very simple. So, but as we go up towards some of the rankings, especially once we get into Platinum and into Diamond, I wouldn't be surprised we start losing several games, maybe even in a row, just due to variance and other things. But definitely once we get to that sort of level, we can start talking about more advanced concepts. But again, until we really hit Platinum, it's all just basics, just fundamentals, you know, and here we're kind of teetering on to technically some of the more advanced concepts of actually scouting and what to scout for, what to look for, and how to react to that. So thank you so much for watching. Like I said, follow me on Twitch, like, comment, subscribe, and I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. See ya.